I'm delighted to introduce to you a pre-recorded keynote session now on the impact of unpaid care on pension scheme. Please welcome virtually Gabriela Ramos, Assistant Director General for Social and Human Sciences from UNESCO.
Welcome at the Women's Forum. My name is Gabriela Ramos. I am UNESCO's Assistant Director General for Social and Human Sciences and very involved on gender equality issues. It is my pleasure to join you to discuss the crucial issue of women's unpaid care work. In 9 out of 10 households across the world, women and girls cook, clean, and care for children, parents, and non-autonomous relatives. This means 3 times more than men. Having learned early that it is their duty, women and girls' times is cut short, their ambitions narrowed, their educational and career avenues limited, and their stress levels increased. The cost of the 16 billion hours spent on unpaid care every day is insufficiently analyzed. And however, we know that this cost is directly associated with the well-being of society. If we value unpaid work done by women, based on a minimum wage, it will be around $11 trillion daily. On the other hand, it hampers women's present and future personal and economic welfare, meaning it impacts their freedom and their empowerment. Before the pandemic, more than 600 million women were unable to join the workforce because of their duty to deliver on this unpaid work or caring activities. Occupational downgrading is the curse of those who work but forced to do so part-time or below their skills level, curtailing their opportunities for promotion, not to mention the many times that families do not invest in girls because they're gonna marry. Therefore, their ambitions are also lowered. And amid crisis, this is exacerbated. The COVID-19 pandemic led to a she-cession. The ratio of women out of work compared to men was 1.8 to 1, and over 2 million mothers left the workforce in 2020, the famous burned out. Unpaid work leads to widespread income poverty for older women. And women's access to decent old age pension is critical, especially since they are not universal. Less than 45% of working age women are covered by a pension scheme. And in the EU, where we measure, the gender pension gap is 30% less than and this shows how much women earn less even in their old age. In many places, sex disaggregated data remains unavailable. UNESCO and the Women's Forum are joining forces to fight these inequalities. It's not only a moral imperative, it's also an efficient way to increase GDP and reduce old age poverty. It's the best way our economies can really take advantage of the skills that women can put at the table. I could not join you now because I'm going to deliver to the G7, to Chancellor Scholz, our recommendations on the Gender Equality Advisory Council. And my main concern is the question of unpaid work, the care economy, and how we distribute this much more in a much more balanced way. I invite you to support our efforts to advocate together with us for gender-inclusive retirement policies, social protection system, and economic incentives with the gender approach that can encourage women participation and leadership in the workforce on an equal footing with men. I invite you also to look at the works in the care economy, because they are also lower paid and they are usually performed by women. And finally, I invite you to change mentalities and fight gender stereotypes at the root of the problem. Thank you.